You guys do four signs you're around low vibrational people slash haters. Alright, get right into it. Number one, every positive idea is met with negative confrontation or confirmation. Meaning every time you say something positive, right? Let's say, oh man, you got a dope idea. Right, you've been thinking on it for the past year, however long it took you, right? It's concise, it's analytical, right? There's numbers, and it's a good plan. Whether it's business, whatever, right? It's a good plan. You're excited, you bring it up, right? And every time you bring up something, it's a negative confrontation towards it. Oh, I can't wait to go to the beach. Oh, it's gonna rain today. I'm excited, man. I just got my passport. Wow. It's not like there's other safe countries out there. Oh, I just got my red or a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. Oh, you still got more ways to go. Right? You see where I'm going with it? It's never met with positivity. When you're around a low vibrational person slash hater, they will never meet you with positivity. They will always meet you with that negative confrontation or a neutral negative. I'm saying they either say something negative, they'll think something negative, or they'll be silent in negativity. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna get on to number two. You know what I'm saying? Your vibration irritates them. What I mean by this? What I mean is your energy, your presence brings out the worst in them. Like it makes them look at themselves, right? The mirror effect. That you're not doing anything on purpose. You're not trying to make them feel bad. You're not looking to make them feel bad. This is just what's happening, right? This is just what's happening based off of what's going on, right? When you're a high vibrational person, when your spirit's high, when you're naturally positive, when you're naturally kind, you will irritate the low vibrational people and the inner demons of people who are not on that same vibration, right? You're going to seem weird, uncool, unpopular, lame, loser. You're going to be all of these things to these type of people because y'all don't sit on the same frequency, right? See, they're enticed by negativity. They're enticed by drama. They're enticed by bad stuff, right? They're enticed by living a life of shambles because that's what they thrive off of. They thrive off the negativity. They thrive off the drama. They thrive off stuff like that. If you're polar opposite of that, you will be seen as less than by people who are actually less than. It shouldn't bother you. Number three, and this one's going to be a little bit broader in terms of statement, but it may depend on where you're at. You feel like an outcast, typically it's in your hometown, right? For the most part, from what I've experienced and from the data, it's typically in your own town when you feel this sense of being an outcast, right? I come from Baltimore City, so and this city is predominantly negative, right? A lot of drugs, a lot of crime, a lot of gangs, a lot of negative connotations towards the city, right? So when you are naturally, again, polar opposite to that, and it's not because you're putting on the front, this is just genuinely who you are, you know what I'm saying? Straight from the heavens, you know what I'm saying? Straight to the earth. Most of where you go, most of where you are, you're gonna feel out of place. And it typically means that there aren't a lot of people that are on your vibration within your hometown. If you ever feel like an outcast in your hometown and yourself, not in an egotistical way, but you genuinely know in your spirit of spirit or your heart of heart that you are a naturally kind, positive, and high vibration person, you're going to feel like an outcast in your hometown, right? A lot of people are not going to want to work with you because they can sense that genuineness from you, and they know for a fact that they're not that genuine, right? So it's almost like you're exposing them without exposing them because that's not your intention, right? You're not really even thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Most high vibrational people, most positive people, the people that I've actually come across that sit in this frame, they're not thinking about that, right? They may be like, all right, let me just make sure this person doesn't screw me over, but they're not thinking how they can get over on the next person, right? They're not thinking of how they can reap benefits without the equivalent exchange. You get what I'm saying? Right? So that's number three, man. If you feel like an outcast in your hometown, typically this means that you're on a different vibration than them, right? You're more positive. You have a more positive soul, right? Everybody's soul is not the same, right? We don't all have the same soul. Some people have wicked souls, and there's nothing you can do about that, and you have to accept that, right? And number four, every time, every time something good happens in your life or you reach a goal, certain friends, certain family members, certain folks, they will only celebrate you in private. They will never celebrate you in public. This is like a clear sign of a hater. If they come to you in private and say, hey, congratulations, but they see the same thing in public and they say nothing, they don't really rock with you like that. Because, and a lot of people, oh, well, oh, so, you know, you just being paranoid. No, because what skin does it take off their back to show appreciation, right? And I know in the melanin community, we don't want to seem like we riding the Johnson, you feel me, for YouTube purposes. I can't say it how I really want to say it, you know what I'm saying? But we do that to strangers that we don't know. Sharing, liking, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? It don't even have to be nothing digital. It don't even have to be a click, a call to action, right? It can simply be some word of mouth. You can, let's say you make music, right? And you just drop the fire track and it's doing numbers. And they will come to you like and probably like, yo, I see that your song doing well. That's great. But then they'll go share Snoop Dogg or whoever. And there's no shade against any of these known artists or anything like that. I'm just using them as an example as to how this works, right? Typically, this is going to come from the people that you are close to. This particular form of hating is going to come from the people you are close to, right? And here what bonus one. Let's say you're passionate about what you're doing, right? Bonus tip number 5. Let's say you're passionate about what you're doing. They will try to downplay it with slick comments, right? Right? I had to cut one of my partners off. As you guys know, I'm a content creator. I talk about God. I talk about building a positive mindset. We also working on the muscles too. But he had said something that made me really look at him differently. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm about to go head out, shoot some content, shoot some stuff. And essentially, what he said, I can't really remember the full thing, but I remember how it made me feel, right? We might not always remember the words, but we'll remember how something can make you feel. And essentially, what he said was, I have certain equipment that I didn't no longer have at the time. And he said, we can shoot some actual content. They're probably like, oh, what do you mean? That ain't nothing wrong with that sentence. Listen to it again. We can shoot some actual content. Content is defined by something that you record, edit, and upload. There's no real prominent definition after that, right? It got me thinking, what does he mean by actual content? What do you mean by that? Oh, I see. I see. And that's how these are the 4 plus a bonus ways to figure out and point out that you're either around low vibrational people or a hater. If you like the video, guys, go ahead and get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about it. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. If you got any video ideas, man, I love to look over them, see if maybe something I can do. Let's work. Appreciate you guys for checking out my content. Don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch y'all in the next one.